Good afternoon, everyone. In line with the topic that we have today of global citizenship, we'd like to share a few ideas and thoughts on projects on how we ensure the holistic developments of our students at the Indian high school. Global citizenship education is a tool that is of particular importance in providing learning opportunities to our students for providing them opportunities actually to develop their knowledge, skill and understanding in creating learning opportunities which provides them with 21st century skills and also prepares them for tomorrow. In addition to that, it also creates a more just and peaceful society. As educators, it is imperative that we inculcate the spirit of internationalism among our students through collaborative work and education. I am Smriti Shekhawat, Coordinator Social Media and Publications, and this is Mr. Sandeep Vashisht, Senior Supervisor Activities, and today we'll together take you through some of the projects that have been implemented successfully at the Indian high school. When we talk about global citizenship education, it allows for the cognitive development skills. That means the ability to shift perspectives and also to think critically on global issues. It also allows for the development of socio-emotional skills, that is the feeling of belonging to a common humanity, justice, equality, dignity, sharing, and of course behavioral skills, the ability to act responsibly as well as effectively, not only on the local level but also at the national as well as global levels. And three simple ways with which we can globalize our curriculum would be by incorporating current events, including social media, as well as through exchange programs. Talking about incorporating current events, the simplest and the easiest way to do that is by bringing newspapers into the classrooms. At the Indian high school, we stress on our students reading about local as well as global news and share the news with each other about the local and global issues. We also encourage them to submit editorials, get in touch with reporters, and also that empowers them to act outside the classroom. Now probably what they write about could be anything that they feel very strongly about. It could be on environment and sustainability, anything that they feel is close to their hearts. In addition, we also have students' magazines, but we have something called the Lighthouse as well. Now the Lighthouse is a students' magazine with a difference. We have student reporters contributing to that. We have contributions in the form of articles, reports, as well as interviews. The members are selected, and the unique thing about it is that it is created as well as managed by the students themselves. That means the website is managed by the students, it's created by the students, the uploading, everything is done by the students. Coming on to social media, I'm sure you'll all endorse the fact that our kids are absolutely hooked onto social media and there's no denying it. And while we may be divided on the merits and demerits of it, there is no escaping the fact of the impact it has on our children, which actually makes it very easy for us. It makes it an easy tool to get across, create consciousness about many of the events that are occurring in time in society. Recently, our kids created a breast cancer awareness program for our staff. They created a hashtag, they took pictures, videos of them distributing the pink ribbons, handing out pamphlets for self-exam. They had presentations in the assemblies. They also had presentations during recess for the staff. And all this was documented on various platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Pinterest, and even the school YouTube channel. Now, I'd just like you to have a quick look at one of the videos that our students have created. And this has been trimmed considerably.
Sun, you can see her eyes were bright and all the stars were smiling with the moon about us. had waved goodbye to every last step of when she could hold. What her favorite colors falling apart. And now she's nothing but a fake pink ribbon and a locker.
This is just one of the videos that was created by our students, the Social Media Council students. And the impact it had was tremendous owing to the fact that it was on a social media platform. And we are very proud to say that this year, more than 200 of our staff, teachers, were a part of the breast cancer screening program that was organized at the school, and they registered for that. In addition to that, we have exchange programs like Round Square, MUN, international tours. They help provide a platform for our children to mingle with students from a multicultural background, which is always helpful in providing them a wider horizon on many global issues. And we'll come to that in a bit. Some of the projects that we've had run successfully at the Indian High School are Cinema for a Cause, Fortnite Delight, The Aviary, this one, BizBuzz, Carbon Sequestration, MUN, RS, and the student tours. I'll just begin with the Cinema for a Cause. Cinema for a Cause is a joint endeavor of the marketing, accounts, fine arts department, as well as the Green Patrol department. It's a perfect example of how different departments come together to create a project that's not only fun, but also imbibes and inculcates teamwork, time management, organizational skills in terms of planning and execution of the event of this scale, but also helps students to develop empathy as well as philanthropy. To just give you a brief idea about what this is all about, Cinema for a Cause is actually a program which is run across all grades from kindergarten to grade 12. Now what happens is an age-appropriate movie is decided upon and screened for the students in the auditorium. To give it an ambience of a movie hall, the lights are dimmed, they're provided with juice and popcorn at the minimal cost of dirhams 5. Now prior to the program, the Fine Arts department creates posters about the program. The marketing department takes it upon themselves to make sure it is well publicized. They even have a presentation which is shown right before the movie screened so that the students are aware of the impact of this cause and why they're doing it. The accounts department takes care of the distribution of juice, popcorn, and also the collection of funds, of course, the management of funds, the accounting part. Now, one very important thing to note here is that the money collected is not collected in the traditional sense that teachers do it in the classrooms. No, we don't do that. We have honest boxes, if you can see something like this, outside the auditorium. Students are encouraged to drop their dirhams 5 into the honest box on their own without anybody watching them. The idea is to inculcate honesty even when no one's watching actually. And it's an immensely popular program, something the kids really look forward to. In fact, we have a session tomorrow for grade 7 and 8 scheduled in the Sheikh Rashid Auditorium. The Fine Arts department does its bit by creating posters, the marketing publicizes the event, and the Green Patrol members make sure there is order as well as cleanliness maintained in the auditorium. This is Janaki, Kajali, Lakshmi, Minakshi, Saraswati, Sukarmani, and Sumitra. Just some of the girls from Jharkhand, the tribal girls from Jharkhand, who have benefited as a result of this program. And it of course gives us a lot of pleasure when we see tangible evidence of the work that you're doing actually, for the children as well. And these are the girls who have benefited not just, this is a part of Cinema for a Cause, of course supported by Round Square. Fortnite Delight. Another immensely popular program by the Indian High School is Fortnite Delight. It's a joint endeavor, a collaboration of Home Science, Accounts, Marketing departments. And the Home Science department creates a nutritious, well planned out menu. The marketing department uses its innovative skills. The kids come out with jingles maybe, which are played on the recess radio during the recess. They create posters. They may design a logo actually with the help of the Fine Arts department and make sure that it's well attended by all the students. The Accounts department takes care of the money collected, and the money is then handed over to the Chairman's Relief Fund. To just give you a brief idea about what this is all about, we'll have a video here. science group actually. Sales team. The accounts team. This is the marketing team. Fortnight Delight has been really instrumental in making our students aware of the importance of entrepreneurship and making them actually self-reliant. Coming to the next part of it, the greatest threat to our planet is the belief that someone else is going to save it. In order to understand the carbon and ecological footprint, as well as understand the importance of sustainability, our environment group takes on a lot of projects, and one of them is carbon sequestration. Our girls are going to tell us briefly about the project, which was actually taken care of in the school.
Humanity has been an ecological overshoot with our annual demand on resources far exceeding what the Earth can regenerate in 1 year. It now takes the Earth upward 1 year and 6 months to completely regenerate what we consume in 1 year. At this rate, we will have to reconsider the possibility of ever achieving self-sufficiency. And the solution is carbon sequestration, which is the long-term storage of carbon dioxide and other carbon products to mitigate global warming and climate change.
The main contributor of the ecological footprint of the UAE is the government at 12%, business industries at 30%, and household at 57%. So this means that the residents of the UAE consume food, energy, fiber, goods, and services at a much higher rate than the planet can naturally regenerate. So if everyone across the globe started living like the way people in UAE do now, we would need about 4.5 planets worth of natural resources to sustain our activities at a current rate. We are now in the process of conducting an experiment in which we find out the diameter and height of 15 species of plant in our school. After using the diameter and height calculated, we perform certain mathematical calculations. From the data collected so far, we conclude that the amount of carbon dioxide which is fixed by all plants in IHS is 7.2 tons a year, and the amount of oxygen released by these plants is 5.4 tons a year. Using the graphical method, we can therefore conclude that the amount of carbon dioxide fixed by all plants is more when compared to the amount of oxygen released by plants.
We think that projects like these are absolutely instrumental in making our students realize the social responsibility and the importance towards nature, and in making them realize that it is their planet and each one of us has to do their bit. The Indian High School has an aviary. We have a variety of species of birds, and it has been an absolutely unique experience in terms of the management and monitoring of the birds. There's a group called IHS Treaters, that a group of students actually, that manages make sure that the birds are well fed, the area is kept clean. They have a log, they maintain and swap duties, and actually look forward to it a lot. This has been very important in bringing the world of nature closer to our kids, and also in making them understand about biodiversity, the feeding habits of birds, and realizing that social responsibility extends to all living beings. And of course, it's an immediate stress buster. I'm sure you all noticed the puppies today in the morning. So that's what, just before our grade 12 board examinations, our students indulged in some much needed TLC in the form of pet therapy. And we have puppies, and just before the examinations, the students interact with them. It's an absolute stress buster. They go to the examination hall absolutely stress-free, and the proof of the impact of the session actually is, you can see the smiling faces of our kids. It's an absolute hit and the girls loved it. BizBuzz. BizBuzz is part of the B Club or the business club of the school. The aim is to provide an exposure to the world of business. It consists of 4 segments, that is product launch, AdMad, BizQuiz and case studies. The aim of each segment is to make the students use their skills, knowledge, understanding in simulated situations, which actually helps them and prepares them for the real world of business. Now, the product launch is a program where students use their creativity, marketing skills and create first and launch a new product. AdMad is where they think outside the box, come up with different new innovative stuff and create an advertisement on topics that are given to them on the spot. In BizQuiz, they are tested on anything and everything related to the field of business, so it's helpful in keeping them abreast with whatever is happening in the business world. In case studies, they use their research skills and present on topics of real world business crisis as well as their solutions. In addition, we also have entree stalls, which aims at encouraging the entrepreneur in each child in the form of, we have a lot of stalls actually in the form of DIY accessories. It may be a painting stall, we have food stalls. So this program is has been a turning point actually in making our students understand how important entrepreneurship is and how to link it with the real world situations as well. Now, just before we go on to the next segment, we'd like to shake things up a bit, and we have these papers here. If you could, you need to make paper planes out of this, yes? So please get back to childhood for a moment. We'll all make some paper planes. And once you've made your paper planes, please write your name on it. Oh, forgotten?
Yeah. Long time ago now.
It's been a long time.
We've forgotten how to make it.
I think we should have had a tutorial on this as well. If you're done, you may please fly your planes. Let loose. Oh, wow. Oops. Two? All right, can we just move around and find the people whose names are there on the plane? And just learn one word in their language, that's it. You can call out. You have to find the person whose name is on it, that is Ashar. Learn one word in his language, that's it. तो वही सीख लो.
Good afternoon everyone, my name is Sandeep, I am Senior Supervisor of Indian High School, and I take care of activities of Indian High School groups, 3 schools, one in Garud, one in Dubai Silicon Oasis, and one the Sunni Ud Mehta Road where we are present at the moment. To start with the activity you have just taken place in, that is the main motive of getting closer to people of within the region and outside the region. The school is involved in various activities, where I would call it at least minimum 20 or more than 20 activities, but here the major 3 we will share with you. Number 1 is MUN. MUN is Model United Nation. It's a simulation of United Nation in the schools. There are schools in India, in UAE and other part of the world as well, those who have been part of Model United Nation, which works on the basis of United Nations is called Simulation of United Nations. It creates the future leaders of the world. You might have observed one of the students were asking question inside the hall about G4 and G4. She is the president of Model United Nations of Indian High School, and she's also one of the board of directors of one of the committee. We are having International Model United Nations by end of this month here, where students from various parts of the world are arriving and attending Model United Nations. We are expecting approximately 350 students. Not expecting, in fact, we got registration for 350 students for attending this Model United Nations. So basic idea of Model United Nations is that students learn how the global leaders influence the decision that actually is changing the way we live. That's the basic idea of Model United Nations. They get to know on the lines of diplomatic way how the decisions are being taken. They get to learn in Model United Nations. They discuss and analyze various global issues such as refugees issue, water crisis. They are also looking into the pros and cons of a situation which is created after earthquake in Nepal, and various other such projects. They discuss and analyze the situation and they make resolution on those issues. It helps them to develop their problem solving skills and get involved to other minds to get to know how other people think, whether there is inside box, outside box, whether there is no box.
Taken something from the
Of course, yes. Yeah.
new learning.
New learning, yeah. Imbibing new learning in this teaching. So next I will continue with the RS. RS stands for Round Square. Round Square is another international organization where approximately 60 schools throughout the world are part of this organization, including Indian High School as well. This Round Square organization is based on 6 ideals: internationalism, democracy, adventure, leadership, service, and environment. On the basis of these 6 pillars, entire Round Square events are being created. Now, what are these events actually? The events, they are service projects, they are training sessions, they are exchange program, school tours or exchange programs, and the conferences. As it go for service project, one of the service project we discussed with you earlier, that program is coincided, or we are clubbing it together with our program of Cinema for Cause as well, where you see 7 tribal girls which have been adopted by Indian High School. Now, Cinema for Cause, hence it is very minute, 5 dirham, or it's honest box. This is very good. Like somebody puts or somebody doesn't even get the money into the honest box. We don't take it very seriously, but this is an initiative, honest initiative, which teaches them belongingness to various parts of the world as well. So, some amount from this entire amount from the Cinema for Cause and some amount from the Round Square project also is involved in taking care of these tribal girls. Now, how does it work? These tribal girls, they have been adopted. We take care of their schooling, we take care of their education, uniform, books, etc. And apart from that, Indian High School has promised to the Round Square organization, any such child adopted by all the Round Square school members only. Sorry to say that, we have to have our limitation. Every year, Indian High School will give job to such 2 adopted girls only. So, we'll be giving jobs to 2 children apart from crossing the age of 21 as per the law of the land also. So, we are providing them 2 jobs in a year so that there is some connection with the world, some connection or responsibility as we have shared with the Round Square organization as well as our commitment to Round Square organization. As it goes for exchanges, student exchange program take place. Recently, we have one group of students come from Armenia, and they have been on exchange program. They are learning the skill we are teaching to the children, and similarly, they are also sharing their experience with us. And we keep on having around 4 programs minimum in a year for exchange within the home country and from other parts of the world as well. As per the Round Square parameters, we have conferences. Conferences are being organized on certain parameters under the basis of Round Square ideals, under the basis of internationalism, democracy, adventure. And we had conference last December named as Dynamos under the Round Square, the Indian High School Senior Round Square Conference, where we had 2 conferences on the 2 themes. One was on leadership and as well as on adventure. And this conference went on for 4 days, and they had adventure experience. Then we call keynote speaker from various corners of the world and the leaders from the land as well to share their experience with the children. Training sessions are also being taken forward for students such as tribal girls, those who opt for any particular job. So we also offer them some training. For that again, resources are accumulated from all the round square member schools. So schools usually in the conferences and in these sessions, they get together, they share their ideas, they share their methodology, they share their experience. To sum up all, they share their best they share their best practices with each other and then learn from each other and go all together. Then comes to international tours or international exchange program. We do go for international tour which are considered to be fun and learning as well. We do go to various parts of the world. We organize around 3 tours during March period. March period for Indian system is the period after examination, and students are stress free. They don't have anything to come join school and have some pressure of studies. So that's the period, approximately 3 tours. We involve one international level. International level mean we go for far off distance. It could be Australia, it could be North America continent. One could be within Asia and one to the home country. So 3 different level of tours are organized. So the student exchange program are organized with different school. Student visit school as well as the places of interest in that place as well to learn more and more. But our main focus mostly for the student exchange program remains, apart from student exchange, what they are sharing and learning from the schools, they also visit a place which are considered to be 7th wonder of the world. So main idea is to, within the school life, students must observe the 7th wonder of the world and they learn how these have been created. That's all for me by now. Thank you very much.
Thank you. We hope it was a fruitful experience and we hope to take away some ideas for projects in your school. Have a great day.